Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. First of all, I want to apologize for any of the background noise you might hear here today. Um, Currently getting the outskirts of the Hurricane Fiona, so the wind is howling through the shop today. Anyways, just wanted to give a little rundown on the engine I have in the TA. I've had a few little questions. I know I've had numerous questions. People wanting to know what I've used for an oil pan. They want particulars on the engine, so on and so forth. So I figure I'll give you a full rundown real quick on just what's in the engine. It's nothing spectacular by any means, guys. It's basically just a run-of-the-mill LS 6-liter. I mean, it's just an old truck engine with a truck intake on it. Something I throw together, and it works well. I mean, it's not something that would be my choice for if I had to do it again, and if I had the money, I would probably put a built engine in it, or I would build the engine myself and put some forged internals in it just to make it a little stronger. I haven't had a lot of trouble with it, but have had a few little things when I decided to get greedy and turn the boost up a little bit more than I should. Not running anything other than just pump gas in it, and where I'm at is the bad thing is you can't get E85 or anything else like that, so I got to run 91 octane fuel in it. That's the best I can get in my area. Quite volatile, so really hurts me on being able to turn the boost up. I've got her set on 8 pounds right now. 8 pounds is nice, it feels nice. I bumped it up, got greedy there, and went to 12 pounds of boost and laid the timing back as far as I could. Well, as far as I figured I should. And no, it didn't work out. It ended up taking a piston out. The ring landing and ring must have butted together and took the ring landing out. I can actually get the piston there. If you guys just want to hold on a second, I'll show you. All right, guys. Okay, so that's what the piston looked like. It took the ring landing out of it, and I had a lot of blow by. Yeah, she was just like a train there, blowing out the PCV system and the valve cover. So, anyways, the young fella and I tore her apart, put another piston in it. She's all good to go. It's a Gen 3 6-liter. My choice would have been a Gen 4 like the young fella has in his truck, but I just couldn't locate one at the time. So Gen 3, got just what they call, I guess, the sloppy stage 2 cam. It's just an Elgin's cam in it. An Elgin's cam, what was the camshaft number on that? Oh, 1840P, E1840P camshaft. It's got a Melling oil pump in it I put in. I put a set of screw-in studs in it. Basically, did a trunnion upgrade to the rocker arms in it, just to make sure that was going to be good. LS9 head gaskets, screw-in studs in the heads. That's about it, really, guys. I gapped the rings. I did a 30 thou gap on the top ring and a 27 on the second one down. Next motor I do, I think I'm going to go a little bit more on the top ring, actually, and probably a little bit more on the second down ring too. I think I'm gonna bump up towards 35 for a ring gap and be safe. I mean, this motor has absolutely no blow by at 30. Some people may argue with that and say, no, 30's too much or 30's too little, but it does work good. It has no blow by, zero whatsoever. The motor is a strong motor for just an old junkyard engine. It's impressive. It works well. The turbocharger on it is a VS Racing 7875. It's the Gen 2 version. It's a nice, spools up fast, works good. I got a 50 millimeter wastegate and a 50 millimeter blow-off valve. I did all the piping on it myself. I bought the intercooler kit that sits down in behind the nose cone there and stuff. I bought that from VS Racing and piped it all in and so on and so forth. It's got a 3-bar map sensor on it. Just purchased that off Amazon, along with Most Plus electric fuel pump. That was purchased off Amazon as well. It's just a cheap pump. It's a 380 pump with the filter and everything that you see back on the firewall. The fuel pressure regulator is boost reference regulator with a return on it. Cheap, right off Amazon, guys. Nothing expensive into this thing. I don't have a lot of money. I am a family man. Work every day, and most of my money goes into paying the bills. So it leaves me very little to use for playing around. And I count myself lucky every day that I'm able to do this work myself, because if I couldn't, I should say, I wouldn't have this. So anyways, that's about it, guys. It's just runs a Turbo 400, and it's a stock Turbo 400. I mean, it's years ago, back when I had the 468 big block in it, I had it rebuilt and had a shift kit put in it, and that's it. So far, so good. I'm knocking on the side of my head and knocking on wood, because you never know, and could blow up at any time. It's so far, so good. It's been working. Just want to give a rundown on anybody that is thinking about putting an LS engine in one of these. If you was to ask me, would you do it again? I would do it in a heartbeat. I've had a couple people say, well, you chopped the car up and so on and so forth to put that newer generation engine in, but that's not the truth, guys. I didn't have to chop one little bit of the car up to put this LS engine in. You can buy the mounts. I just bought them off Amazon. They're just plates that bolt onto the side of the engine block, and you put your original clamshells right on there and set it right down on the original motor mounts. Never had to chop anything or cut up anything or anything. I mean, I could put this car back to stock at any time if I wanted to, I guess is what I'm trying to say. People frown a little bit. Some people do. On putting this newer generation engine in with the fuel injection and stuff. Myself, my own opinion, I think it's great. I love it. It makes the car more drivable. This car's driving manners are spectacular. I mean, it's just like driving an everyday car when I take it out. And if I'm easy on it and I don't jump on it, it's actually relatively good on fuel. I mean, I went to the city last weekend with it to a car show, and it's about 30 miles round trip, I'd say. And until I started giving her a little bit, I started to open it up a little bit and just bring the boost in a little bit every once in a while. It was really good on fuel. Like, it hardly burned a thing. And that's the thing. If it's great on fuel as long as you're not playing around with that throttle pedal. And you start playing around with the throttle pedal a little bit, it's going to eat. And that's the way all vehicles are anyways. So yeah, if I would do it again, the answer to that would be definitely, in a heartbeat. I'm not a big man on the old generation small blocks anymore. I've been thoroughly impressed with these LSs, and I know some people hate to hear that, but they are a well put together engine. If you take a small block Chevy and set it beside an LS engine and tear the both of them apart, you're going to see a lot better rods in an LS engine. Right stock. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a Gen 3 or a Gen 4, and stock rods are a lot better design. The cylinder heads flow like a performance cylinder head that you'd have to buy for a small block Chevy. You'd never get a cast iron stock small block Chevy head, I don't think, to flow as good as a stock LS head does. Right out of the box. I mean, you take just the original LS head. It outflows any stock small block Chevy head. Factory small block Chevy head. Now, you can get lots of aftermarket heads that outflow an LS head, don't get me wrong. But anyways, I am impressed with the LSs, and I like them, and I've been putting them in just about everything I have. Once again, just my opinion, and you know what they say. Opinions are like... Yeah, anyways, you get the point. Everybody's got one. Guys, just give you a quick rundown. Get any questions, feel free. Shoot me a message. I'll answer anything I can. Like I say, I've said in other videos, I'm not a professional. I just put these things together and make them work because I don't have big dollars to pay somebody else to do it. So anyways, you guys have yourself a good day, and I'll get into doing a little bit more work to it there over the winter. Possibly. I know the young fella's truck I've got on the schedule. Him and I's got to do a little bit of work to that. We'd hope to have it done in the spring. It may work that way, it may not. I like to have him finish it so it's not sitting in the garage here all tore apart. He recently purchased a Corvette, so he's been doing a little bit of work to that, and I've been at him to take priority into the truck because the vet really doesn't need anything. Anyway, you guys have yourself a great day. Like I say, any questions, shoot me a message, and we'll talk again. Thank you. Bye.